your research interest and your proposal. Lastly, make sure you proofread the email. Don't be in a rush. Probably do a proper draft, read it, make sure it's free of grammatical errors and spelling errors, and then address the professor well. Ensure that you capture his titles, like observe those nitty-gritties, and any detail needs to be checked. Ensure you double check. And then if you send and they probably not responded after 3-4 weeks, you can do a follow-up, a polite reminder for them to like check your, give you feedback. And that's basically it, I think, from me. So there are a lot of numerous resources online where you can check on how to write these things. We are going to also share, I think, a toolkit, which has a step-by-step process of how to approach a supervisor and how to, even a template of what you need to send to the referee. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Aden. That was really helpful. And thank you to my colleagues. I can see you're handling the questions on the chat. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much.
Can I add one more thing? Can I add one
Go
more
for
thing?
it. Go for it.
So for those of you probably who are scared or don't want to reach out to the professors, there are a lot of alumni here and online who've already done these courses. They are very instrumental. They can help you in proofreading your proposal. So you can reach out to them through LinkedIn, preferably LinkedIn. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As we had said earlier, we are having capacity issues. So our wonderful Regina has decided to live stream from her YouTube. And I think she has shared the link there. You can share with anyone else and they can be able to watch it. So thank you so much, Aden. I'll now move to the next speaker, who is Sheila McKenna. Sheila McKenna was able to do her master's in infectious disease epidemiology, and she was in Newnham College and Department of Public Health and Primary Care. I think I might be able to mix up about what you really did for your MPhil. So Sheila, you can take over and really expound more about what you did and which scholarship you were in. And if you've realized, the panelists that we are having are from different scholarships. So during the breakout room, make sure you're asking about the scholarship and the course that you're trying to apply for. So welcome, Sheila.
Okay, thanks, Ruth. I'm sorry, I'm taking this call in a very unconventional place. So I apologize if I drop out and come back in. But yes, my name is McKenna. Like Ruth has mentioned, I'm an infectious disease epidemiologist with a background in microbiology. And then I came to do my master's in population health. And then I focused on infectious diseases and epidemiology. So that's, yeah, it's a mouthful, but for those in the field, you understand what I'm saying. I was in Newnham College, which arguably is one of the best colleges in my opinion, but again, I'm biased. And I will be talking about the university's collegiate system and looking at unique aspects of colleges and what you should consider when you're applying to Cambridge and selecting your college. Because during your application, you will be asked, which are your top 3 colleges. And it's important to, not to go into this very blindly. So first let's break down what the collegiate system is. So Cambridge University is made up of more than 30 different colleges, each which, operates somewhat independently. And so while everyone attends university as a whole and receives the same degree, students belong to one college throughout their time here. So my easiest comparison is like Harry Potter, the way there's like, for the fans, there's Bumblebee and Ravenclaw and I don't know, Slytherin. So you belong to a house, which means you belong to a college. And even when you graduate, your degree will say that you belonged to XYZ college. So the college that you join is a huge part of your time in Cambridge. And so I'm going to just touch on a few important aspects which I felt were important even when I was applying, which, will help you also make the right decision. So one, I think the first and foremost is location. Location. The colleges are spread out throughout Cambridge. And whilst Cambridge is not that big of a city, it does help to have, if you prefer, it does help to have your college near your department. That's something I struggled with. As someone who tends to be a latecomer, it did not help that my college was pretty far from my department. I was always panting in the morning trying to get to class. So yes, please, when you're looking out for colleges, each college has their own website on the internet. So please go look at the colleges, look at their culture, look at the distance from your department, and know how you'll be getting to and from. So there's location. Second, I think is really important is like college cultures. So each college has its own unique culture and atmosphere. Some colleges are steeped in tradition. Like there's some colleges that are 500 years old, 600 years old, and they try to like maintain their traditions and culture as historic as possible, you know, with formal dining halls, century-old customs, and a more structured student life. So looking at, for example, Trinity, St. John's, King's College, these are colleges where you can't even step on the grass, you know, and you have to wear a gown to every formal dinner and all that. So they do emphasize such traditions. And, you know, if that's something that appeals to you, then yeah, go for it. On the other hand, we do have more relaxed colleges like Darwin and Wolfson, which are very laid back, very easygoing. Even the administration does have a very easygoing culture. And so if that's something you prefer, it's good to know beforehand so that you, when you're selecting your colleges, you know what you're getting yourself into. I think looking at gender and age is another consideration. So Newnham College, which I'm a member of, is an all-women's college. I did not select Newnham. I actually left the selections blank and I was assigned to Newnham. So even if you don't choose a college, as long as you get into Cambridge, you are guaranteed to be a member of one of the colleges. So if you feel like you don't want to choose and you just leave it up to fate, that's fine. I was put in Newnham College, which is an all-women's college. I actually loved it. It was great. So that means I lived with women a lot of the time. My administration was primarily women. Of course, we had men. And yeah, so the culture was very women focused and feminist. And, you know, if that's something you would like as a woman, then I definitely encourage you to apply to such a college. We also have Mary Edwards. There are only 2 all-female colleges in Cambridge, Newnham and Mary Edwards. So if that's something you like, please go ahead. We do have colleges that are tailored to postgraduates only, so like more mature colleges. We have, let's say, Wolfson, which a lot of panel members here are members of Wolfson College. So these are like over 21. So you do have mature undergraduate students, those are above the age of 21, and also postgrads above the age of 21. So if you do prefer a more mature environment, and you do not want the hustle and bustle of living and interacting on a daily basis with undergrads, then yeah, maybe that's the college for you. We also have colleges like Hughes Hall or Darwin, which is primarily postgrad students. There are no undergrad students that you live with or interact with on the college. And if that's something you prefer, then go for it. If you do like colleges, again, back to location. If you like colleges that are far away, like Garton, I think Garton is like the farthest college from anywhere. I mean, it's very far, but it's very tranquil, very peaceful. There's so much space. I mean, they have like a whole apple orchard. They have like 2 lacrosse fields. They have like an indoor pool, you know, that you could apply to that college. Or if you do like to be in the center of the city and in the, you know, you like that chaos, not chaos necessarily, but just that busyness and activity, there are colleges that are right in the middle of Cambridge Center. Like I think Downing, Corpus Christi, Trinity Hall, those are colleges in the city center. And so even for convenience, getting one place to another, those are easier to work with. So yeah, I think I was looking at location, gender and age, and also just college culture. Those are things you really should consider when you're selecting your colleges. A lot of people overlook this, and you do find they come and they struggle a bit adjusting to their college. That being said, there's a lot of support in every college. There's a lot of student support, especially for international students. I was the international officer in my college for the postgraduate community. So, you know, whichever college you join, you will get some form of support from your college. And yeah, I'm excited. I think the rest I'll reserve for like the breakout room with people joining the public health stream and medical sciences stream. And so, yeah, Ruth, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you. And it's good. I've seen Claire also mentioning in the group, we will have breakout rooms whereby you'll be able to speak to reps from different disciplines, and they will expound more on your application. I've just seen on the chat Norbert trying to market his college, Darwin. I'm also marketing my college, Robinson. Okay, it's a joke. But I'm going to move forward to the last panelist before we head to our breakout rooms. I'm sure most of you have lots of questions. So our last panelist is actually our youngest scholar, Petra Maria. I think that's how I should pronounce. She did a MPhil in Population Health Sciences. She's from Wilson College and Department of Public Health and Primary Care. She will be speaking about more on colleges and I think extracurricular activities. And so, Petra, welcome.
Thank you so much, Ruth. And thank you all for joining us. So I'll pick up from where Sheila left off. With regards to colleges, there is also an aspect of the college size. Some colleges are somewhat bigger than others. So you'll find that most of these larger colleges, they have like a more vibrant scene as compared to some of the smaller colleges where the community is more or less like tightly knit. So you have like some sense of family like environment with this smaller colleges. Another thing you should also consider is the cost. Some colleges are way more expensive than others, especially in terms of accommodation. There are colleges that you pay like 500 pounds per month. There are those that go all the way up to £1,000 per month. So it's good to consider that if finances are a big issue for you. Another thing I could mention is financial support. This is among the very many forms of support that you can get from your college. So for instance, let me give an example of Wolfson College, where I was from. You'll find that in terms of financial support, you'll find that we had some hardship allowance funds. If you are in any hardship situations, we had travel and research grants, we had grants for sports, we had various scholarships. Then if you wanted to study a different language, there were the language study grants. For those who love music, there were some music scholarships and so on and so forth. So there were a lot of funding support from colleges. So you might want to look at the college website and see what type of additional funding support you can be able to get from your college of choice. Another thing is the amenities. There are those who might prefer colleges with free access to gyms, swimming pools, art rooms. For instance, where McKenna was, they had a really lovely art room. So for those who love art, sewing and all that, that might be of interest to you. For those who like free access to gyms, for instance, Wilson, the gym subscription was free, and there's some colleges where you have to pay, like Sydney Sussex. So if that's something you want to consider, you might want to check the website for the particular college that you want to go to. Then also another thing is accessibility. Well, in as much as Cambridge tries to accommodate everyone, some colleges are not able to meet all types of accessibility needs issues. So it's good to check with the university website or shoot them an email to check if they can be able to accommodate you. If, for instance, you're using a wheelchair or going up the stairs is an issue for you, or you use crutches or any form of disability, you might want to reach out to the college to find out if they can accommodate you and accommodate your needs. If not, you might want to look for a college that can be able to accommodate your needs. Another service that can help with that is the Disability Center. So Cambridge has a Disability Center, so you can always shoot them an email and they can be able to give you guidance on how to go about it. Also in the application form, there's usually a section on where you disclose if you have any disability issues or accessibility needs. So if you would like, you will opt to fill that out so that as they're allocating like colleges, for instance, if you've left your college selection part open, they might want to consider that. I guess that's it from my end. Also, I was a MasterCard Foundation scholar, and someone asked about the application fee waiver. So yes, MasterCard does offer application fee waivers if you meet the eligibility requirements. A link was posted in the chat. Also, the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship is fully funded, so it covers everything from the TB certificates all the way to your stipends, visas, tickets, and all that. And it covers all courses except the MBA, corporate law, master in finance, and accountancy. So I guess that's it from me. Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you so much, Petra. Thank you. And I think before we head to the breakout rooms, I'm just going to ask a very controversial question here. So there's a poll that is going to come up. Yeah, there you go. Says, which university will you be applying? Cambridge, Oxford, or Oxford, the other place? This is just to piss off my Oxford friends.
And there's only one correct answer. I feel like we should say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay. This is now controversial. So let's move on. Actually, you're still voting. Okay. All right, I'll end the poll before my fellows. So we have 93% applying for Cambridge and 8% applying for Oxford. Okay, we accept. We are good with that. So now let's move forward and go to the breakout rooms. I want to explain something about the breakout rooms. So I'm just going to share my screen once again. And there you go. So with the breakout rooms, these are the disciplines we've been able to identify. We weren't able to answer to get all the disciplines in the university, but this is based on the people that we have in the Kenya society. So the first discipline is social science, history, international development, where we will have Wavinya. Wavinya will be handling the questions there. So if you feel like that is a discipline you're going to apply to, join that breakout room and you can ask all the questions about it. We have law, so it will be handling it. And then we have biological sciences. JC was one of our panelists also. We have environmental and conservation science. We have Phoebe, Norbert, and Bowen who will be handling all the questions about it. And then we have architecture. We have Aden and Sheila. They're both here. They'll be handling those questions. We head to public health. We have Petra, McKenna, the last two people who just spoke, and Gitao. They'll be handling questions that you have that are more specific to those disciplines. Now, if you have those questions that are general, then we'll come back to the question Q&A on the last 10 minutes that we will be having. And I can see that we are actually 1 hour into the meeting, so hopefully we'll still have more time. And then on engineering, we have Lynette and Sally. Business and MBA, we have Daisy. IT and artificial intelligence, we have Sumaya. And then agriculture and plant sciences, we have Kika. So in these breakout rooms, I will start the breakout room and you'll get that some notification saying join a breakout room. You will automatically join what you want. And I feel like when you feel that is a discipline that you're not sure of and you want to come back, I'll just be here and I'll be able to take you to another breakout room that will be beneficial to you. So I think that's it for now. The breakout room representatives will be leading there. They'll be answering your questions. And so now is when I'm going to start the breakout room. Feel free to say if you're unable to join. Sometimes this notification doesn't come up so clearly. So you might have to go to one of the icons there and then you click one. So I'm going to open now and go. Yes, go for it now. So you can join the social science, law, biological science, environmental, and conservation science. I'll definitely come there and just check on you guys. Architecture, we have public health, engineering, business. We have IT and artificial intelligence. We have agriculture and plant sciences. The reps, I can still see my reps here. You're not in your breakout room. Yeah. Aden, are you okay? Yeah, good, good. You're muted, Aden. Yeah, just join the room. There'll be people waiting for you. For those who just joined, we are heading to the breakout rooms. Oh, I've just seen Masi Kariuki and Reinhard. Those are conservation leadership people. You can join the breakout room and help them answer the questions there, actually. Thank you for joining. Good, good. Let's continue. You can see we still have 29 people here. Please join your breakout room. Yes, Jesse?
I don't know what's happening with my breakout room, but you know, I joined and I was the only one there. So
yeah, just join. People will join. Don't worry.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see one person has joined. Okay.
Just join.
Hey Ruth, I'm supposed to go to the breakout room where Wavinya is, development study.
Yeah.
Or I'll go there later on.
Just join now. Just join now and help her.
How are we joining? Okay.
Oh, so there's
in the breakout room.
Yes, so there's
I've seen that. Thank you.
Yeah. There's an icon just there written breakout rooms. Could be on top or could be below, depending on how. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. I still have 19 people here. Please join a breakout room that could work for you. Someone is asking, is there one breakout room for criminal justice? No, we were unable to get someone from criminal justice. So we are just handling those we were able to just get. So feel free to join another breakout room.
Hello, Jep Kemoi.
Yes.
Jep Kemoi, I'm unable to get the breakout room. Can you kindly guide me, please?
Okay. So which breakout room do you want?
I want biological science.
Your name is?
Is George Adongo.
Biological science.
Yes.
Wait. Biological sciences. There you go. Can you see it? Good.
It should be displayed on the screen.
Yeah. Should come on your screen or down there. If you see icons that are there, you can just click and join.
Is it under the charts or just below the screen?
Yeah, below the screen or up on the screen. Any icon that is, or even more, something written more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see a breakout room there.
Okay, join a breakout.
Can you direct me to
Okay, I'm there. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Banel?
Can you direct me to climate change? Geography, climate change?
What? Climate change studies. Yeah, go to environmental and conservation science.
Environmental and conservation science. Where do I find it? Where do I find it?
Have you found it?
New reply.
Pardon?
No, I see new reply.
I can't hear you.
I'm just seeing new reply. I can see the conservation.
Yeah, just join that conservation. Environmental and conservation.
Environmental conservation.
Welcome back all. Yeah, Adam, sorry, I can see. Welcome back, welcome back. Let's give 10 seconds for, I think, which breakout room they're still in.
Ruth.
Okay. Yes.
I think you closed all of them, or?
Yeah, they're all closed now.
Ah, okay.
Good, good. Okay, welcome back. I don't know how the sessions were. I'm quite sure it was helpful. And now,
Williams, hello.
yes, Bowen.
I'm speaking to Stephen Head Williams from Liberia. Hello, my friend.
Ah, nice. Liberians.
Bowen, good evening. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you so much. And so we are heading to the question and answer session. These are questions that were not handled in the breakout room, and you feel like they are general questions. They could be questions that one of the panelists, that was Wavinya, Soit, Petra, Jesse, and who was there, and Aden, were not able to answer all of them. So these are general questions that we'll be taking. And before we do that, I just want to open one poll. I want to just know which scholarship you're going to apply to, just randomly. We had the session with Soy teaching about scholarships. I just want to know randomly which scholarship you're looking into. To my colleagues, if I didn't mention your scholarship here, I might have missed it. And apologies for that. Let's see. No one is doing OSK. OSK is it the Wolfson one? Yeah, college scholarship. Remember, colleges have scholarships.
It's Oxford and Cambridge Society of Kenya, so you'll have to say, but it's okay.
Yeah.
There is also Commonwealth shared. It's different from Commonwealth scholarship. They are almost similar, but yeah, it's a different one.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So let's see. Many people are applying for which scholarship? I'm going to end the poll so that we can see. Just ending the poll. So you've seen Commonwealth, 11%, Evening, 5%, MasterCard Foundation, 70%, OSK, 0, which is something you guys should look into. Changemakers, 8%, Gates, 5%, Wolfson College, a scholarship, and other colleges, we have 0. But I'm sure that during the session, you were able to understand the various scholarships that we have. So now let's move forward to question and answer. In this session, I would just like to, if you can raise your arm or you can put it in the chat. We have Sheila and I looking into it, and I will be directing these questions to my colleagues. So if I just mention your name, as you can just answer those questions. So if you can raise your hand, if you have a very critical question that you feel wasn't answered in the breakout room, please let us know. I know it's holiday today, so most of you are not even in your houses, or maybe you're somewhere else. And I've seen people from Uganda, actually. So it's not Liberia alone. Uganda, Tanzania.
Let me hijack you, Ruth. Anyone in Uganda and would like to meet up, please link up.
They're in Uganda now. Ah. That is a one-to-one mentorship. Okay. Just
Ruth, I think we can share the PALM toolkit.
Yeah, please do. Share it.
Do you have a link? But it's like a PDF, I feel.
Yeah, I'll be sharing it.
If I have it. Okay.
We have Mercy Kariuki saying in the chat, some departments also provide scholarships. And yeah, I don't know who can be able to handle that. So it is back to you.
Hey, Ruth.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah. I can testify to that some department do offer scholarship, and Wavinya, you can agree with me, like the Center for Development Studies, offer scholarships. I think it's 1 or 2 scholarships. I'm not sure. I think it's 1. And we know somebody actually who had been offered a scholarship by the department. So they did not get the MasterCard, the Chevening, the Commonwealth. But I think the department looked at their application and the person had actually demonstrated the capability to be able to undertake the program. And that's how they got the scholarship. So I think bottom line, make your application very strong, so that even when everybody else rejects you, at least the department can be able to take you and offer you the scholarship.
I agree with you, Regina.
Yeah,
and
just to add to that. So yeah, myself, I'm a beneficiary of a scholarship from the department. So I'm just gonna put, I mean, for those who are interested in biological sciences or genomics specifically, yeah, you can look up, yeah, put the link on the group. But
okay.
yeah, so you apply straight to the department, and then once the department accepts you, you can then apply to the university.
Thank you, JC.
Maybe
This is a question to Adam. In the event a reference no longer works with your former institution, can they use their personal email?
Nope.
Let me answer.
No.
But see, what happens is, yes, it's a no, it's a big no, but you will get a conditional offer with a condition that you need to ask your referee to send your reference through the institutional email. So it's a no. It's a no. It's actually a big no.
Yeah, thank you. We want to hear your voices, participants. So you can raise your hand and I can give you a chance to ask any question that you have before we end. We're almost ending the...
Ruth, there's this guy called Jonathan Kuya who's asking, does that mean that there are some courses that are not eligible for scholarships? Yeah, there are some courses which you can't get scholarships. And I think Petra mentioned MBA, number 1. You can get maybe partial scholarship. Quite rare to find an MBA person who has a scholarship, yeah? It happens, but it's very rare. It's as rare as a red moon. And then we have the Masters in Finance. It's the same school as MBA, yeah? And then we also have MCL. So that's the Masters in Corporate Law. So as a lawyer, I always tell people that if you're not able to fund your studies, don't take the Masters in Corporate Law. Just take the LLM. The LLM is eligible for scholarships. Yeah.
Thank you. And I think Daisy Mora, can you explain more of that?
So I did the MBA at Judge Business School, and like Claire has said, it's hard to get a full scholarship into the school. But essentially, if you apply and get into the school, you receive a conditional offer. And what they've done with the scholarships in the business school is that only if you get an offer, a conditional offer, are you able to access the scholarships, right? So the idea that they have is not everyone applies for the scholarships, only the people who've gotten a conditional offer. And even then, it's not a full scholarship. They will give you maybe 30% or 50% if you're lucky. They will give you that amount because it's a huge amount. The MBA, last I checked, was around 65,000 pounds. So no institution that is giving scholarships to people wants to give that amount to one person. They'd rather give it to 3 or 4 or 5 people who are doing courses which are not as expensive. So that's the logic behind it. At least that's what I think. So if you're going to apply for the MBA or the MPhil, just know that there's the possibility for a partial scholarship. That is if you have a very impressive application. And then also you may have to consider taking a student loan. And for that, there is bodies like Lendwise. And in the US, there is Prodigy Finance, which offers student loans for international students. The alternative can be you can decide to work 1 or 2 more extra years and raise some of that amount for yourself and then sort of pay for it. But if you want to do an MBA, just know the possibility of getting a full scholarship is hard unless you decide to apply to many scholarships and then you stack them together. And then in that way, you sort of reduce the amount of money that you need to pay. I know one person who was able to do that. Not many people are able to pull that off. That's the advice that I'd give for that.
Thank you, Daisy, because we don't have time.
To what Daisy has said on if you're stacking up scholarships, you need to be careful. Where some scholarships, if you have to disclose if you've accepted another scholarship, and then they'll cap the amount of money that they give you. So adding up scholarship might not necessarily work for some scholarships, because if you disclose you have
this amount of pounds from another scholarship, they will cap that amount. And to add as well that after you get into the university, departments and colleges have funds as well, hardship funds. So if you are, if you've not got a full scholarship, you can apply for hardship funds in your college. And they also give money for traveling, so conferences and that sort of thing.
Thank you, Sheila, for that. I think you've added that to what Petra was trying to speak about colleges. But because of time, thank you, Norbert. I've seen you've shared a list of a link in the chat. George, you can speak, George.
Thank you. I've just heard the lady who spoke before you saying that, okay, now should I say that I've not applied for another? Or maybe just say plainly, can I lie that I've not applied for another? And if I do so, can it affect me in any way? Then the last question, so that you answer all of them, is that I'm writing my essays and I've just done it well. So I was trying to proofread them using some AI tools. I asked in the chat box, but I didn't see the response. Can I use the AI tools maybe just to polish my essays? Thank you.
I can try to answer some bit of that. I think the biggest issue or the biggest thing you should avoid is to sound either generic or not original, because these guys have been reading applications for years. They can see this is human being, this is AI generated, this is not like someone just wrote and used their brain. So you can, of course, but just make sure it's genuine and it's not AI made, it's you made. Yeah.
For that. And I think, Sheila, you've answered the question of lots of...
Yes, I can comment on that. I'd say in your application, be as honest as possible. So if you're applying for other scholarships, it will not affect whether you are offered a scholarship or not. I do not know what they need that data for, trying to see with that data, but just say what scholarships you're applying for. And after you get the scholarships as well, if you're stacking up scholarships, disclose that you have an offer from another scholarship, because even that's a big thing. If you lie about that, your scholarship can, be recanted and you might lose it. So be as honest as possible. If you're applying, it will not affect your application in terms of you'll be rejected because you're applying for other scholarships. That is not a criteria for selection.
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
The only thing I was told yesterday, I had a meeting with the director of Cambridge Africa. If you apply to different programs, not different scholarships, but programs, sometimes it can look bad on you. Like if you apply for something like, let's say, population health sciences, and then you apply for something completely unrelated, that tells a message that you are not a focused person and you are all over the place. So if you apply to different research projects, for example, within the same department or the same course program, that's okay. But if you're applying to completely different programs across different departments at the university, it can look somehow bad on you as a not focused person.
Thank you. I can see that Sally also has added something on the chat to add on that. And we have someone asking about what should be captured in the CV. If you go back and watch this recording, we had Aden expounding more about it. So because of time, I think Phoebe.
Oh, sorry, Ruth. I just wanted to say that I am a practical example where when I was applying for the scholarship, I just ensured that I captured like anything that was waived. So I was just choosing like all of them, and I was selected for 2. So I was selected for the department one, and later on, MasterCard communicated to me that they've given me the offer for the scholarship. So I just communicated back to the department, because like I compared the offer and see which one was weighty, which one was not. And then I just communicated and like told them I got this other offer. So it's just good to be honest. That is it. Like in this world of UK, it's good to be honest as much as you can.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you. I think we don't have any more questions left. I would just like to check, in the beginning when we started, we had to check how you're feeling about the application process. And now I'd like to do the same thing. I'm going to launch a poll. How do you feel about this application process again? Tell me how you're feeling before we end. Okay. I can see. Nice, nice. Remember, this recording will be in Regina's YouTube channel. I don't know how we will get it to you, or we will be able to email you through your emails that you left when you were registering for this webinar. So you will be able to get it.
I can even post it on my Twitter as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Any parting shot from the panelists and my colleagues? Any parting shot, something you feel like we've missed before we end it? Let me just end the poll and share the results. Let's see. Excited, 21%, enthusiastic, 34, nervous, 11. I was nervous too. Anxious, 2%, interested, 32%. You can see now we've changed. In the beginning, everyone was anxious, nervous. Now we've moved to excitement and interested and enthusiastic. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. I think, Bowen, you can close. Actually, we had people from Liberia. So, Bowen, you can close and mention to them that we will be having another webinar on the 30th. So go for it, Bowen.
Exactly. Everyone, my name is Bowen and I'm from Liberia. It's a pleasure. Yeah, of course, I'm from Liberia. Yes. Oh, you can't see me.
No.
Yeah.
This is Bowen. I'm from Liberia. The goal has been to encourage everyone to be able to come to Cambridge and make it as easy as much as possible. So on behalf of the organizing team, we'd like to say a big thank you for joining us. On the 30th, we're going to have another one. Please look out for it. It's going to be bringing other countries part 2 as well. So thank you so much. I hope we have answered your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Bowen. And yeah, Cambridge is here for you guys. Anyone can come to Cambridge. I'm from a very small village called Chepkiwen in Nandi Hills. And here I am. So yeah, anyone can come here. And we are now ending. Any parting thoughts? There are some colleagues we didn't hear from. Norbert, do you have anything to say before we close?
No, for me, I'm just elated with this process. It was the inaugural call. We are not experts in this, so we tried as much as possible to answer your questions. But we are looking forward to still engaging you further in the next call. So in any case, you're stuck in the application process, we're always available to help you. You can check us out on LinkedIn and any other social media site and or professional sites, and we'll always come in handy. So thank you so much and looking forward to your applications.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we have, yes, go for it.
In the spirit of selfie, please let's just turn our cameras for the poll of.
And then we can do a screenshot. We have
yes. Yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry. I'll do the screenshot. So we need to have this screenshot because guys, we have a bigger vision and it's important that people see how many people turned up for our meeting.
Kumare, washa camera.
And
I think one serious one and one crazy fun one.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm going to do the entire 3 screens. So how is that going to happen?
I don't know. Can someone help? I thought we can just take one on like just one. Ama itatokea moja.
Go for it. Go for it. And apologies for those people who are unable to join because we had a capacity problem. This is recorded and we shall share it with you. Then go for it.
Okay, everybody. So is it grid mode? Ruth, can you stop pinning so that we can view everybody?
Okay, I think I've not pinned anyone actually.
I think you're the one appearing on my screen. So you've pinned.
No, swipe to the left.
Yeah.
It's you who's pinned.
You might as well do the in Cambridge.
more. Guys, sorry.
I've
I'm
taken
seeing
a screenshot anyway. I can share the screenshots.
Yes,
I love it
as well.
We're smiling
Yeah.
now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Sawa.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you. Asanteni sana. Happy holiday.
Bye.
Happy Mazingira Day.
Some of us
Thank
don't know how to
you.
smile. Some of us, we don't know how to smile.
Good night.
My friends. Bye.
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 Bye.